What's up guys, it's Punchy, and we're back with a banger Deepwoken update that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. There's content for everybody to enjoy, and something special that I think changes the game forever. Anyway, I'm excited to show you what's up, and let's get right into it. Starting off with some news about Conquest. Yes, it's still in development, but we've got some teasers from the official team itself about how it plays, and that will be interesting. With an exclusive video from the Deepwoken Twitter, we are shown some special towers or something of interest that shoots at enemies passing by, and I assume they are also related to the initial teaser showcased a bit earlier of a skull-shaped statue or whatever this may be with a similar theme and color. Taking a further look at some specific developer insights stated inside the Discord, it seems like some sort of talent shop is associated with Conquest, or this is what they're working on. We're unsure if these are temporary or permanent talents for this game mode, but with the shooting turrets and possible shop options, maybe Conquest is really inspired by League of Legends like we've all been saying, with its back and forth, tower, and economy based map. Of course, the game is completely different, but it's something interesting to speculate. Let's talk about the content added today, but I'll keep it brief because there's also something special that deserves its own video. Upon this new addition, Frostlance received a straight up lunge increase for the distance, allowing us to move further with this ice attack. Besides this, a new talent has dropped called Air Counter, costing 60 agility, so you can now aerial attack to catch enemies who have recently jumped into the air to anti-air attack and knock them down. This is a really interesting idea to shut down players in the air, but I will admit, when you TP to the enemy, it has to be fairly high up to actually initiate the teleport attack. If somebody just jumps, it's not going to be high enough. They have to actually like leap up or use a mantra or do something crazy to be a little bit high. Following up from last week, I think they've decided to make the Diluvian mechanism, that wave type mode down in the depths, harder overall to cheese but easier for normal gameplay. There seems to be actions in place for those who were hiding in weird spots almost outside the map or abusing stealth to avoid mobs in the first place. Something that makes this gauntlet a little bit easier is that the time bomb attacks have a later spawn a few minutes into the wave, so we won't be overwhelmed at the start just like before. Another thing that was interesting for content creators like myself is something in the Diluvian mechanism called the Trial of the Meek. Basically, if you're power 3 or under this, you can enter with any amount of players into the gauntlet by hitting the Trial of Meek option, and of course this does raise the question, can 15 fresh bonds take on the mechanism? You know, that's what we're asking. Following up these new options for the game mode, EXP as well as bell progress has gone up substantially for every single wave completed instead of every single 5 waves. This should be easier to progress inside the game mode because you don't have to survive every 5 rounds to get some levels. Outside of the depths, an overall improvement was added that enhances player organization and takes it to the next level. You can now clearly display what items are in your inventory with a labeling system and categorization, and the amount is listed right next to these categories. The quality of life is pretty nice to see as they're always improving the player experience to make life easier in Deepwoken. Of course, I'm sure you've all read that there is a new oath dropping in today's update. It's not something that I'm gonna cover in this specific video, but trust me, later today, very soon in fact, a guide will drop with a showcase and obtainment. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see that soon, because I'll provide an in-depth guide and my own opinions about this oath once I actually figure out how to get it later today. Thanks again, and have a good one. It's punchin' time.